Love Your Life. Love Your Life. Love Your Life, a show like no other, one that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your day.
Love your day.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings be upon you all on this beautiful, bright day. This is your host, Mayya Al Said, on your program, Love Your Life. Today with me in the studio is sound engineer Safiya Al Bahlani, who's also smiling as all the sound engineers on Oman FM. So if you've recently joined this program, if you've never heard of this before, this program aims, inshallah, to inspire you to live this life as best as you can, to be the best version of yourself. We've discussed topics on definition of happiness, how to lead a positive life, and yesterday we talked about how you matter in this world, that you have a purpose. Today we will be talking about believing in yourself. And the beautiful part of this program is that you can join me by calling 24 60 20 58. I repeat, 24 60 20 58. And I would love to hear you. This show is nothing without your contribution. As I always say, this is called Love Your Life, not Love My Life. So I need to hear from you so we can make this beneficial for all. So today's question is, do you have dreams? Do you want to be successful? But do you think you can do this without believing in yourself? Personally, it took a long time for me to actually realize what it meant to believe in myself, especially whilst growing up. As, like everyone else, we doubt ourselves and we think, can we do this? Do we have the skills? Do we go with it? Fear of failure is something that I think everybody faces at some point in time, thinking, really, can I really do this? What if I fail? What would others think of me? How would I think of myself? And if I'm a failure, what can I do? First of all, no one is a failure. Failure means education, because it means you're trying. And the beauty of that is you don't try until you stop. And it also depends on how people see you. But you know what? Those people aren't you. So don't really put so much pressure on thinking what other people think. Have focus in your life and in your goals. I think we are not taught enough, especially whilst growing up. I concentrate on the phase of while growing up and when we're young, because what happens to us defines how we or who we become, the decisions we make in our life. So I would have loved for somebody to come and tell me, you know what, Mayya? You are going to do great things because you're going to have a vision and you can do anything you set your mind to do, but you have to decide what it is you want to do and you just have to focus. I know it seems so simple, but in reality, it's very difficult to apply, or so we think. Just a reminder that you can join me on this show, Love Your Life, and you can do so by calling me on 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58. So here's another thing to ask yourself. All right, Mayya, I know you're saying we need to believe in ourselves and it all sounds nice, but why? Why do I need to believe in myself? As I always do this. Somebody asks me a question and I ask them back the same question. Why not? Why shouldn't I be there for myself? The world is out there to get us. Everyone wants to stand, not really opposing us, but everyone has a say on what we should do, how we should live our life. At the end of the day, if I exist today, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided that I have a choice on how I live my life. As long as I am being a good Muslim, Every Muslim compass should be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We check how are we doing against what Allah has ordered us to do, has asked us to live our life. That should be our main focus. And then we think of, all right, what do I want to do with this life? And the thing is, we need to believe in ourselves, because when we believe in ourselves, we give each other power. Not each other, we give ourselves power. But that power can only work if you have goals. And once you have your goals, you are on the path of success. No matter how many bumps there are on the road, you have to believe that you are going to be successful, because you believe in yourself. Even if you have a couple of hiccups, road bumps, stop signs, you have to do U-turns. I mean, this is part of life. We go through life going through all of these, hurdles. But do they stop us from reaching our goal? Let's take a simple example. We're trying to get to a new place. We really don't know where we are. We think we know where we're going. We've looked it up. We said, okay, this is the road I should take. And then you find yourself, I'm lost. Do I really want to take this route? What do? You have to then stop. You think of another way to get there. And then you have to do U-turns and then the road bumps. But eventually, you'll get there. Maybe not in the time that you wanted to. But that's okay. Didn't you get there? And wasn't that the main purpose? What do you think? Do you think you have the power? Do you believe in yourself? I believe I do, and I'll tell you why later. I'll share my story of a success story and believing in myself and the power that it has when you actually use it correctly. We might ask another question. What is the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people? Many will say it's because he's intelligent, or he's somebody's son, or he had the opportunity. But in all honesty, or in all, how do I say this? I mean, in all, I'm lost for a word here. In all truthfulness, okay, that's it. In all truthfulness, belief. The only difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not successful is that they believe. The successful people believe that they can make their goals happen. And you know what? They do not stop until they get to that stage. There is no quitting for them. Why would they quit? They believe that they are going to get there. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of dealing with the issues that are just in the way, slowing them down a bit, but in no way are they going to give up. And I think that's such a powerful message to send to each and every one of us. I'll just take a short break for now, and we'll be back, so don't go anywhere. Love your life.
Love your life.
The Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever provides the food for a fasting person to break his fast with, then for his is the same reward as is the fasting person's, without anything being diminished from the reward of the fasting person." The Oman Charitable Organization has the pleasure of announcing the start of this year's Ramadan Iftar Meal Program, and we kindly seek your participation for the sake of needy families in Oman during this holy month. All are requested to join in such a humanitarian and benevolent cause by sending your donation through account number National Bank of Oman 104 933 779 8001, Bank Dhofar 0104 0609 090001. SMS messages with a cost of 500 basis. Oman Tel 90022, Ooredoo 90909. Donations portal for charitable organization www.onlinedonations.org.om. The office building is at Al Kuwait Territory Area, street number 47, side Sultan bin Said bin Taimur Mosque. The branches are in Salala at Al Sada, Sur, Al Murtafa, Sohar, Al Hambar. For more information, you can call 2429 7996 or 2429 7993. The Charitable Iftar Program from Oman Charitable Organization.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Welcome back to Your Nation Station with your host Mayya Al Said on your program Love Your Life. I believe we have a call. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you, brother?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Sultan Yahya Sultan Al Shaybani
Nice to meet you,
from
Sultan.
Muscat, Bosher.
Nice.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Kareem to you too. So tell me, what are your thoughts on the topic for today?
Sorry, I didn't hear about topic. What is the topic?
The topic is believing in yourself.
I think
how
that is very important, actually. Believing in yourself is very important.
and how when you have the power to believe in yourself, you know, you can do anything you set your mind to do.
Yeah, it's true. It's up to your mind. No, it's up to your mind to do anything you want to do, and everything you can create, anything to believe in yourself, actually. It's shakhsiyah.
Yeah, it is. Is there anything else you wanted to add to the program?
No, that's all. Is it Sayyida Mayya?
Yes, it is.
Okay. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well.
I think this is the first time to talk to me, you know?
Yes, it is.
My
Anyway,
name is Sultan bin Yahya Al Shaybani.
all right. Thank you so much, Sultan, for your call.
Thank you. I'll speak to you later tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So thank you, Sultan, for your call. So today the topic is believing in yourself. I think if you don't believe in yourself, then who will? Let me ask you that question. If you have a goal, if you want to live your life a certain way, if you see a vision for yourself, if you tell other people, how will they believe in it if yourself you're not convinced of it? What do you think? Call me and let me know your thoughts by calling 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58. I can see Safiya talking. Anyway, so the one thing that I find gives me, inspires me to believe in myself is when I see others in this day, in this age, believing in themselves and seeing how that power affected their life and how they have changed their life because of that belief. I'm going to talk about somebody who I came across online. But before I do, we have a call. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Hello.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. How are
Can you hear
you?
me because your voice is very faint.
My voice is very faint.
Your voice is very faint.
Okay. How about now? Is this better?
Yeah, that is better. How
Alright.
are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
All well.
Alhamdulillah.
And Ramadan Kareem to you.
Ramadan Kareem to you too.
Right. I was just speaking to your controller, not realizing that it's not you.
Oh, no.
I've been listening to your yesterday's program as well, which was very informative.
All right, thank you.
And today's program, which says to believe in yourself.
Yes.
I was just wondering when you say, to believe in oneself,
Mm-hmm.
how does one do? As in, how does one believe in oneself? Because it's a very vast thing when you say, you need to believe in yourself because,
Yeah.
a person would have a target, would have, aspirations, but then how would you go about it, doing it?
Okay.
What I believe is, first and foremost, is to listen to your heart.
Yes.
Because whatever we do, if we lose our heart, we have lost everything. So I guess the first thing is to listen to your heart
Mm-hmm.
and put in 100% best. Now, what's coming up in today's world is that you see a lot of dumb coming in from the social media, Facebook, Twitter, and other things,
Mm-hmm.
which is you might be on a positive way, you could be on a positive thing out.
Yeah.
But you will have so much coming in from these, negative vibes,
Yes.
which you need to dump off and just set your path clear. You see? So there would be so many aspects onto believing oneself, and how does one do it?
Okay. I had a feeling that this question would come up, so I did plan to discuss it. If you, inshallah, if you're able to listen until the end of the show, I will address on how one can believe in themselves and what the things that they can do or we can do to have that power of believing in ourselves.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
All right. Thank you so much for your call. Have a good day.
You do the same. Have a wonderful day.
Ma'assalama. All right. So, the person that I said that I wanted to talk about is Nick Vujicic, and I hope I said his name correctly. He's an Australian man. You've probably heard of him. He's a man that was born, subhanallah, with no arms or legs. He has no limbs. But subhanallah made something of himself and of his life. He didn't focus on what he didn't have yet. Okay, I know, not having your arms and your limbs and something that we find very essential because it is how we are built. When you don't have that, that restricts many things in our life. But that didn't stop him from following his goals or having goals and dreams just because he didn't have arms and legs. So he made use of what he had and didn't focus on what he didn't have. And he is now a motivational speaker, an author, and president of 2 companies. Now tell me, how would he be able to do this if he didn't believe in himself? If this doesn't inspire you, I don't know what will. He had the power. He believed in himself, and because he did, he was able to achieve his goals. I think that's a beautiful story, and I hope it inspires you. It gives you the push that you need, that even though he had some challenges, but he didn't let those challenges stop him. And you might have challenges, but you can overcome them. And that is the power of believing in yourself. You are more than welcome to call me on 24 60 2058, 24 60 2058. I would love to hear from you. Something else I have in store for you today is I'm going to be calling a friend of mine, but I think we just received a call, so I'll just wait a couple of minutes. When I was researching for this topic, I thought, do people really want to hear this? I think most people believe in themselves, but because I struggled with it, I thought, no, I think it's something I should address, and it is part of loving your life. And we have a caller. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you, Mayya?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Muna Rawahi.
Muna, how are you, Habibti?
I'm good, thank you. Ramadan Kareem to you, dear.
Ramadan Kareem to you too. So you've been listening in?
I'm good, thank you. I love the topic.
All right.
And I just want to share that self-confidence is really important to you to believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Believing in yourself is not an easy thing, but the most important thing is to be always positive and surround yourself with positive people as well.
Yes.
Because you need to have positive people in order to motivate you, encourage you, and to believe in you. But first of all, you need to believe in yourself, so that you allow everybody to also trust you and believe in you.
True, but Muna, I just want to comment on one thing. When you said to surround yourself with positive people, sometimes when you have a goal that you want to do, and not necessarily everybody will agree on what you want to do, and sometimes you will find yourself standing on opposition because somebody is telling you, you can't do this, but you know who are they, to tell me that I can't do something. So this is where believing in yourself comes in really strongly. You have to be able to stand on your 2 feet and say, look, I can understand where you're coming from, but I see something that you don't. So,
Exactly.
and that is where, the power of, as you said, self-confidence and knowing what you want and believing that inshallah it is going to happen, because you have goals that you're going to work on, that inshallah will, you'll be successful once you achieve that.
Yeah, you're right. But what I meant is, of course, you cannot control who you are, who's around you, but you can control who you should listen to.
That's true.
And who should motivate you.
True.
You have to let go all the negative comments.
Yes.
And only focus on the positive comments and feedback.
That's very right.
Allowing yourself to reach your goals at the end.
That's true. At the end of the day, we always have a choice on who we let into our lives and what we do.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Muna, for your call.
Thank you, Maya.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so thank you, Muna, for your call. It was lovely speaking to you. So that's exactly right. We do need to have self-confidence, and the point that she kind of raised and I kind of elaborated on is that even though we have people around us, we always have a choice on what we let in and what we let out. And that's not only about the people in our lives, but also about the things we do, and which can translate from what we eat to what time we sleep. We always have a choice. At the end of the day, this is your life. And I am going to be... I'm waiting. Okay. I have a guest today on over the phone, not somebody with me in the studio. And her name is Safiya Al Bahlani. And here she is with us. Assalamu alaikum, Safiya.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, كيفك انتي?
Alhamdulillah. Ramadan Mubarak, Habibti.
Same to you.
So, Safiya, today I've invited you to be part of this show because you have always been an inspiration to me, and I've told you this many times. For those who don't know Safiya, Safiya is a self-taught Omani artist, and she's a motivational speaker, but there's something very unique about her. And Safiya, I'd like you to share your story with us and tell us more and tell our listeners more about who you are and what you do.
So basically, I was born with physical challenges, and it's been, I like to call it speed breaks along this journey, because, everyone has challenges and some are different than the others.
True.
So my way of, as a kid, I started my way of throwing these frustrations were scribbling in the books of my diaries, and these scribbles started to become pictures, and then started saying stories of what I'm feeling at that particular time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I loved art, but I didn't realize the power that it gave me to keep moving forward. And today, I actually am teaching and helping others use the same tools to start, being confident and believing in themselves.
MashaAllah. Such a beautiful thing to do, something that you realize very early on in age. And I remember I was watching one of your videos today because, mashallah, you're also a motivational speaker. And you mentioned that only at 3rd grade, you had written down that you wanted to become a painter. And subhanAllah, now you did that. And I believe if you didn't have that self-belief, you wouldn't have been able to reach where you are today.
Exactly. I think you can't depend on people to believe in you. That plays a role, but you have to love yourself.
True. It is very important. And another thing is, I remember reading a quote you said when in one of the articles, Coffee with Diba, I believe on Y Magazine. And it was, you said, my biggest inspiration is myself. And I don't follow anyone. I absolutely love that. Tell us more about that.
Because I also have bad days.
Don't we all, Safiya? We all have bad days.
Yeah. So when I have these bad days, there's no one who actually lifts me up but myself.
Yeah.
Whether it's turning to my books, turning to my art, whatever it is. So I feel like, I look back at all the hurts that I go through, and I'm like, this is me. I need to inspire myself to keep moving, and I believe I consider myself an inspiration to myself before inspiring others.
That's beautiful, Safiya, mashallah. That's so true.
Yeah.
And just one last thing before we end. What is your message to the listeners today? If you can give like a sentence or whatever it is on believing in yourself, what would you tell our listeners on Love Your Life?
We're all little heroes of ourselves. If you believe, if you love looking at superheroes or whatever, you are born to be a hero yourself. So look up to yourself and believe yourself.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for being the person who you are. Thank you so much for taking the time as well to be part of the show. You're most welcome. Regards to Auntie. Thank you so much for your call. Inshallah. Ma'as-salama. So with that beautiful message from Safiya, we shall take a break and we shall be back very shortly. Love your life.
Love your life. Initialize sequence now.
Join Oman Radio's big time giveaway this Ramadan and win a Lexus GS350 on the last day. It's so easy to join. Just send SMS with your full name to 90465 and be the lucky one to bring home a brand new Lexus GS350. The more you send, the more chances of winning. Oman Radio's big time giveaway this Ramadan. Join now. Ramadan Mubarak.
Okay, ordering 4 shooters, 2 car, 3 lamb, 3 steak.
Join us and our Ramadan chef every day from 3:30 to 4 p.m. during the holy month of Ramadan and experience flavors from around the world. Enjoy different flavors from around the world.
Exciting. Yummy.
An edgy rainbow.
Ramadan recipes. Keep your pens and papers ready. We take you around the world with different mouth-watering dishes.
I love that.
Absolutely saucy.
Have a little dessert at the end too, because you get to learn the recipes of every dish that's been set up.
So all of that combined, there you go.
With me, June Yogesh, assisted by Huda Sultan Al Zakwani.
This Ramadan, get inspired to be healthy and get all your health questions cleared with Dr. Ali Alawati on radio, Sultanate of Oman, from 4 o'clock to 5 p.m. Join us on Health Talk. Ramadan Mubarak.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life. A show like no other. One that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your day.
Love your day.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life.
Welcome back to your nation station. This is your host Mayya Al Said on your program Love Your Life. If you've missed the first part, today we're talking about believing in yourself. And the first part we talked about why we should believe in ourselves. And then I shared the story of Nick Vujicic, who is a guy that has no arms and no limbs, but yet is living a life that he had always envisioned for himself despite the challenges that he faced. Then we had the lovely Safiya Al Bahlani, who is one of my inspirations and who shared her story and her message that we are all heroes within ourselves and we just have to love ourselves and believe in ourselves. Just a reminder that this is a show that you can call in by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. I'd love to hear your thoughts on believing in yourself. So one of the earlier callers did mention, he said, okay, Mayya, it's a beautiful message that you're sending. It's very powerful. But how do I do this? How do we believe in ourselves? So here I have a couple of points, more than a couple actually, that I'm going to go through. And hopefully it'll give you an indication of how you can start believing in yourself. The first one is never compare yourself to anyone. You are unique. You know that. So how do you think you can compare yourself, say, to even your brother or your friend or your sister? And I'll continue on this point after I take this call. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you, Mayya?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. This is Malak again.
Hi, Malak. Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you for calling.
Ahlan Habibti, Ramadan Mubarak. First of all, today's topic is just wow and amazing.
I'm so glad you like it.
Thank you very much for bringing
welcome.
all of these topics, which is we can always benefit from it.
Alhamdulillah.
And I have just a small story to share, which is that can tell how believing in yourself is such an important thing.
Yes. Tell us.
Yeah. When I completed my bachelor's, I had a plan of doing my MBA.
Okay.
All right. And then at that moment, like after a couple of years, the plan was still there. And I have two kids at that moment,
Mashallah.
which they were very early stage. Like one she was 3, and the other one she was like 4.5. And I had an opportunity to go on and do my MBA.
Okay.
But then the people who were surrounding were like, most of the people were like, okay, you can't, it's very difficult. How can you manage this? You're a mother of 2. And, those kind of things in the society, you can always hear it.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God. And I was completely lost. But then deeply, and in my mind, I was like, no, why not? I can do it. I can do it. Then the same thing, like what you just mentioned earlier, like who are they? And if someone comes and tell you, no, you can't do it, like how do they know exactly who you are and deeply inside, and how is your, your timing and everything?
Yes.
So actually, you can't just believe on someone or just take a word from someone that they already mentioned that you can't do it, and so it means
That's
you can't do it.
Yes.
And I was like, no, I believe that I can do it, and let me try. Though even if something will happen, always you will find those challenges and everything. But if you just keep on believe that, no, I will do it and I can do it, inshallah, everything will go smooth. Though even if you will find, of course, those barriers or challenges,
yes,
you might stop for some time, but then just go on.
Pick up where you left off.
Alhamdulillah, I tried and I said, no, I will do it and I can do it.
Let me guess, you did it.
For 2 years. It was really hard. Had a lot of challenges and everything with the kids. But and finally it just came to the end. And I reached the point. And I was like, you see, if I would still keep on waiting and listening to the people and, I could have not done it.
MashaAllah.
And alhamdulillah, I did it. And all that, I think it's just because of believing in yourself. If you don't, you will never go ahead. You never take a step ahead.
True. Thank you so much, Malak, for sharing. And I'm so proud of you once again for listening to yourself, and most of all for believing in the power that you have. That, yes, I have this goal. Even if you say I can't do it, thank you for sharing. But I know my capabilities. And inshallah, I will do this. And despite all the challenges, you did it. And thank you so much for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Mayya.
You're most welcome.
Keep going on.
Inshallah.
Love listening to your
Habibti, thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. So if you guys needed proof that, the power of believing in yourself can change your life, there you go. You have Malak's story. You have Safiya Al Bahlani's story. You have Nick Vujicic. I always hope I pronounce his name. And I don't know why I keep saying it, even though I might be saying his name wrong. But anyway, these people, they inspire us. They show us that, and there are many examples. Malak just happened to share hers. You are more than welcome to share yours. We all have different challenges, but we all believe that the power of believing in ourselves changes our life. You're more than welcome to call me. I love hearing from you. Please do so by dialing 24 60 20 58. 24 60 20 58. And I believe we have another caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Let me guess. Sheikh Hatim.
Yes, Hatim.
How are you? Alhamdulillah. Pardon?
Thank you for the show.
You're most welcome. Thank you for listening. What are your thoughts?
Yes, I just wanted to add something. Sometimes it's a blessing when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts people who doubt in us in our lives.
How so?
Because if you think of it, if everybody believes in us, we won't have the drive to do something better or to challenge our abilities. But if you have people who are doubting in you, then it's a challenge for yourself to prove them wrong.
True. Because if everyone was agreeing...
Many of the successful people around the world, they have been challenged in their abilities and their intelligence, and they made it and proved everybody wrong.
That's very true.
So it's a very good drive for someone to be doubted. I personally had a lot of doubts with my close friends. Most of them doubted me, but it gave me the drive to prove them wrong.
But I think, first of all, mashallah, thank you for sharing that insight. But I believe, yes, as you said, these people who are there to question us, they challenge us. But you were only able to prove them wrong because, excuse me, because you believe in yourself. If you didn't, then you wouldn't have been able to. You probably just succumb to what they were saying, and and not do anything. But because
it's a two-edged sword. The reaction that you have for this negative doubt in you, either you would work harder and prove them wrong, or you just believe them and give in.
True.
And most of the people, they believe them and they give in and they stop what they're doing.
But I hope after listening to this show that they won't, that they know that they have the power. And inshallah, yes, they will have challenges because it's not easy. I mean, anyone who's had a successful path, that path has not been easy, and people need to realize that. It's not going to be, everything's going to be easy, things just go smoothly. It isn't.
Well, people only realize when you're up there as a star, then they realize, you made it. But they don't know the journey that you went through, the difficulty, the speed bumps, as Safiya mentioned.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You don't get up in the morning and you're a successful person.
No, if it were that easy, I think everyone would be successful.
And life wouldn't be so much fun. It would be boring if everybody's successful.
True. We'd all be very happy.
Thank you so much, Mayya.
You're most welcome. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sheikh Hatim, for sharing that with us. So as I was saying, I wanted to go just through the points of how you can build this belief in yourself, but you're more than welcome to interrupt me anytime by calling 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58. So the first part I had said was, or point that I said was, never compare yourself to others because you are unique in who you are, and nobody is you. Nobody has your capabilities, your personalities. Nobody is you. Second thing is, have goals. Find what do you want to do in your life. You have this one life. What is the path? What is the person you want to be? How do you see your future? Think of these things and make a goal and say, okay, I am where I am now, and this is where I want to be. How do I get from here, which is now, to there? What are the steps? And those little steps then become your goals to this path that you want to lead, which will eventually, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, lead to your success. And as I mentioned earlier, be prepared to fail. Life is not smooth sailing. We try our best to overcome the situations, but we are bound to fail sometimes. And guess what? It's okay. It's not the end of the world, nor is it the end of your life. Continue. Don't give up. I have this quote that I really like. Is every winner was once a beginner. And we have a call. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you, brother?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Is this...
Who am I speaking to?
Is this... Who is speaking?
Speaking Sultan here.
Yes, Sultan.
Yeah. Is it Sayyida Mayya?
Yes. How can I how can I help you? Have you been listening in this time?
Sorry? Yeah, I was listening to Hatim. You know Hatim?
Yes, I know Hatim. So what do you...
My cousin, actually.
All right. So what, do you have anything to add on?
No, just wondering, you're asking about, Sayyida Basma, the psychologist?
Yes, I do.
Dr. Sayyida Basma Al Said?
Yes, I do.
You know her?
Yes.
Is she your relative or?
She is. Just, Sultan, do you have anything to add to the episode?
No, just I was asking, that's all.
All right.
No, nothing else.
All right. Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you.
Okay. So, where was I? I was at, yes, the quote that I wanted to share, that every winner was once a beginner. So, something similar to the point I mentioned when talking to Hatim was somebody who's successful didn't become successful overnight, and it wasn't a smooth sailing journey, even though many people would like to think so. And every master was once a disaster. Yani, in order for him or for this person to be very good at something, he had to go through so many not mistakes, let's call them failures or challenges, until he reached that. Never give up on your dreams. These dreams are yours, you believe in them, and you work hard to make them a reality. They have to, of course, be realistic, but you have to challenge yourself and don't give up. Stop giving the others to dictate how you should live your life. Yes, let them be there to challenge you, as Hatim very well pointed out. Only when people tell you can't do something, you think, you say I can't do it, but let me show you how it's done. And you go ahead and do it. So this is where these people who think that they know your capability, and then you surprise them by doing exactly what they said you can't do. Just a reminder that you can call me on 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58. The other thing is, be prepared to stand alone. When you believe in yourself and in your dreams, as I said in the various point, is people will come and say that, I'm sorry, I don't think you can do this. So you have to be prepared to stand alone and walk that path that you believe will guide you to your dream or to your success and achieving your goal. It is not going to be easy, but bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, it's going to be worth it, because you fought to become who you wanted to be. And when you get to there, it's going to be epic. Give it everything you have got. Don't stop. Don't quit. Just keep on moving. Like Dory the fish would say, just keep swimming. Just a reminder that we are talking about love your life and how you can believe in yourself. And I think we should go. I don't know if there's a call. Safiya, is there a call? Okay. So let's go for a break. And we'll be right back.
Your life. Love your life.
The Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever provides the food for a fasting person to break his fast with, then for his is the same reward as is the fasting person's, without anything being diminished from the reward of the fasting person." The Oman Charitable Organization has the pleasure of announcing the start of this year's Ramadan Iftar Meal Program, and we kindly seek your participation for the sake of needy families in Oman during this holy month. All are requested to join in such a humanitarian and benevolent cause by sending your donation through account number National Bank of Oman 104 933 779 8001, Bank Dhofar 0104 0609 09 0001. SMS messages with a cost of 500 basis. Oman Tel 90022, Ooredoo 90909. Donations portal for charitable organization www.onlinedonations.org.om. The office building is at Al Kuwait Territory Area, Street number 47, side Sultan bin Said bin Taimur Mosque. The branches are in Salala at Al Sada, Sur, Al Murtafa, Sohar, Al Hambar. For more information, you can call 2429 7996 or 2429 7993. The Charitable Iftar Program from Oman Charitable Organization.
Love Your Life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, a show like no other, one that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your day.
Love your day.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Love Your Life on your nation station with your host, Mayya Al Said. Today's topic is believing in yourself. We talked about why you should believe in yourself, because when you have that power of believing in yourself, your life can change and you can reach your goals. Then I was going through the list just before the break on how you can believe in yourself, because it's all nice and, to say, yes, believe in yourself, but then how do you do it, and what are the things that can actually change that? Just a reminder that this is a live show, and you are more than welcome to call me. I love to hear from you. This is a show that I wanted to share with you, so hopefully it can impact you in a positive way. And please join in the discussion, and you can do so by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. And only call me when it is safe to do so. I do not want you to risk your life or the life of others around you. So just going along the list that I had is of how you can believe in yourself. A thing is, as well, is don't let fear stop you. Challenge yourself. We get so comfortable in our environment and the things that we do, and we're scared of doing anything different, because what if we fail? What are we going to do? And as I said before, failure is education. There's nothing wrong in failing. Same thing as mistakes. And we have a caller. All right. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you, sister?
Alaikum salam.
How are you?
Masa al khair.
Hi, Maya. Hi.
This is Fatma.
Hi, Fatma. Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you for your call. Hello, Fatma.
Ramadan Kareem to you too.
Thank you. So what are your thoughts on the topic today?
I would like just to share my story on the power of believing in yourself.
All right, Fatma, just one thing. If you can just reduce the radio so we can hear each other more clearly.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yes, the power of believing in yourself?
Yes.
Yes, so what?
When I came in Oman, I was 17-year-old. Did not complete my studies. So I thought to study in government school.
Okay.
So I was registered, and it was very difficult because I could not speak English or Arabic.
Yes.
So, as you know, the family, everyone said that you cannot do it, and it's difficult. How can you learn a language at 17-year-old? So I decided to quit. So I gave a call to my dad that, Dad, I'm sorry, he was not here, that I will not be completing my studies.
Okay.
And he was like, no, I know you can do it. I have faith in you. So to me, those few words
gave you the boost you needed.
Yeah. And made me go for it, study harder, learn a language that I don't know. And I have completed Thanawi Amma. I joined college. I have completed diploma. I did my bachelor. And recently I did my MBA.
Well
so
done,
sometimes
Fatima, mashallah.
It's not only the challenges, thank you. It's the support that you get from the family as well.
True, and it's only a few words he told you that gave you that push, that gave you that belief that you needed.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
so
mashallah.
really believing in yourself, it's really very powerful.
It is. And I'm so glad that you called in and you shared your story, because I'm sure many of the listeners will be benefiting from you today. Thank you so much, Fatma.
Thank you.
You're most
Thank
welcome.
you again for the show.
You're most welcome. Thank you very
All
much.
the best. Bye.
Ma'as-salama. Wow. So please tell me you guys are not inspired. Are you not inspired by the story? Can you not see how believing in yourself can, subhanAllah, change your life into a life you never imagined? Just because you don't have it now does not mean you will not have it in the future. Just a reminder that this is a live show. You are more than welcome to call me and share your story like Fatma just did by calling 2460 2058, 2460 2058. So another way that you can achieve your goals, even when believing yourself, is hiring a life coach. And guess who's a life coach? Me. This is actually one of the things when I was doing my research. It did say that people who have problems, or not problems, but challenges, that they have goals but they don't really know how to attain them, that they can hire a life coach to help them reach their goals. And alhamdulillah, I wanted to tell you about my story. Hopefully I'll have time. I recently became a life coach with Whispers of Serenity, Sayyida Mayya Al Said's clinic. And so inshallah I can help people achieve their goals. And this is something that is new, a new concept. People still ask me, what are you again? So it's going to take time, but inshallah there are people who can help you if you find challenges to do it yourself. Another thing is looking ahead. Never look back at your life unless it's to see how far you have become or how far you have come, the challenges that you have faced. You look at it in a positive way, not in a negative way. Change the way you think of yourself. Change the I can't to how can I. Okay, I can't do. You shouldn't be saying I can't do this, I can't do that. You should be thinking the other way around. I want to do this. How can I do this? How can I achieve this? This is the way you should be looking at it, not in a negative way. Because as we said in How to Live a Positive Life, you have to have a positive mind. And a positive mind always looks for the positive in every negative, no matter what the situation is. Just a reminder, you are more than welcome to call me on 2460 2058, 2460 2058, and only please call me when it is safe to do so. As much as I'd love to hear from you, I want you to do it in a safe environment. Be ready to be uncomfortable. As I said, this is not going to be smooth sailing, so you have to be mentally ready for what's to come, or the hurdles. It's all right, just hang in there. You matter. This is, for those who were listening yesterday, you matter. And it's so important to know that you have a right to want to have, a certain life. You have a right to dream. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you this life. He gave you a choice and He wants you to exist. You exist for a reason. Just a reminder for those who would love to listen to the previous shows that you can do so by going on my YouTube channel, which is The Sewist, and the first 2 episodes have already been uploaded. Another way to instill this belief that you are able or capable to do anything that you want in life is doing positive affirmations. Mayya, what is positive affirmations? Positive affirmation is saying things to yourself daily while looking in the mirror. I know it sounds like you're cuckoo or crazy, but you're not. I came to find out that, your mind can't really tell the difference if it's reality or if it's not. Just take like when you watch a movie. You know that this is all acting and, they're just not really real, but then you find yourself emotional. I don't know if you're like me when I watch a movie and I start crying and I'm thinking, how am I crying? They're only acting. But this is the power, the mind can't tell virtual from reality. It can't define that. So when you use positive affirmations, what you're actually doing is you're actually telling your mind that you're trying to instill these thoughts in your mind. So I'm going to share a couple of positive affirmations that inshallah you can use in while looking in the mirror, and hopefully you won't feel cuckoo. And then with time, by saying these things, you will believe them, and hopefully, inshallah, you'll be able to do great things. So one of the things that you can say is, I have the power to create change in my life. I have the power to create change in my life. Another one is, I am confident and courageous. I possess the strength and ability to accomplish my goals and my dreams. I am confident and courageous. I possess the strength and ability to accomplish my goals and my dreams. Another one is, I am in charge of how I feel. Today I am choosing happiness. Isn't that beautiful? I'll say it again just because I love it so much. I am in charge of how I feel. Today I am choosing happiness. Another one is, I can achieve anything I set my mind to do. That's powerful. I'll say it again. I'll repeat each one twice. I can achieve anything I set my mind to do. I set smart goals and I take action. I set smart goals and I take action. And the last one is, I deserve to be successful. I deserve to be successful. And inshallah, saying these things or similar things, you can make your own affirmations, and they should be positive, because you want to instill in your mind that you have the power to be whatever you want, that you are courageous, you have the strength, that you are confident, that no one can dictate your life. Just a reminder that just a couple of minutes left until we end the show. You can still call in by dialing 24 60 20 58, 24 60 20 58. One of the last things I want to do before I end the episode is share 3 favorite quotes of mine. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Don't be pushed by your I'll say that again. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. Meaning, don't let your problems, push you away from what you want to do, but be led by the dream that you have and you believe in. And the last one, you can do it. Subhanallah. Thank you so much. This brings me to the end of the show today. Thank you so much for listening in. Thank you so much for your contribution. From Salih Al-Masrouri and myself, Mayya Al Said. Before I forget, let me tell you what's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll be talking about facing your fears. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, inshallah, on your nation station from 2:30, inshallah, from me and Salih Al-Masrouri. Ma'a salama.
Oman is a country full of treasures, from its people to its history, beaches to its mountains, deserts to its wadis. Show off your knowledge of this great country and win cash prizes with Talal this Ramadan on weeknights and Hafid every weekend from 10 p.m. to midnight. You can be a winner on Treasure Wadi.
Treasure Wadi.
Now, let the party begin.
Win cash prizes and surprises here on the Nation Station.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life. A show like no other. One that aims to inspire you to live a life you love. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love your day.
Love your day.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love your life.
Love Your Life, prepared and presented by Sayyida Mayya Al Said.
Love your life.
Our listeners, now it's time for a call to prayers, Adhan al-Asr, according to the local timing of Muscat and its suburbs. Those who reside outside Muscat Governorate have to notice the difference in timing. Radio Sultanate of Oman.
This is Ramadan Chef, presented by June, produced by Huda Sultan Al Zakwani. Come and experience the flavors of the world through chefs at different hotels in the Sultanate of Oman.
Exciting. Yummy.
An edgy rainbow.
Ramadan recipes.
I love that.
Absolute sweet saucy.
Keep your pens and papers ready. We take you around the world with different mouth-watering dishes.
Have a little dessert at the end too, because you get to learn the recipes of every dish that's been set up.
So all of that combined, there you go.
This is Ramadan Chef.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So today we have a salad, okay, and I have main dish also. Okay, so I have to start with. We'll start with the salad. Okay, I will start with the musakka salad. Okay, musakka salad. The original this salad is coming from Egypt, I think so. Yeah, from Egypt, musakka. Okay, the musakka you like you see mixed pepper, red, green, yellow, onion, garlic. Okay, all chopped. So also the same way we'll make in
on the fire.
Fire.
Red, green, and yellow. Garlic and onion.
Onion, red, yellow, green, pepper, olive oil.
Always olive oil, yes.
Oil. Very important. Okay.
Okay, so vegetables go into the pan.
Exactly. We'll put the vegetable here in the pan. Okay. Same way also. We'll make sauté. Okay.
How long will you saute them for?
The saute normally 3 minutes like that. 3 minutes, 4 minutes until the vegetable color little bit change.
Yes.
Okay. So after the color change, the vegetable, okay, it means half cook. Okay. We'll put tomato sauce and tomato paste. Okay. This little bit.
Or tomato puree.
Yeah. Peel tomato.
The puree.
This salad little bit juicy. This one, okay. I will show you now how we'll make this one, and very tasty this one. Very tasty. Why? The secret with this salad, okay, the eggplant. There is eggplant.
I always thought musakka was weak.
The eggplant with this one, you will get very, very different taste with this salad. Yeah, especially with the eggplant. Also the pepper, also salt, white pepper. Yeah, normally Arabic food always going with white pepper. Yeah, white pepper. Black pepper, not that much. Some people like